All right, so it's that time. I know why you guys are here. You guys want to know the top 5 unique upgrades in World of Warships. Well, before we do that, let's just talk about them for a little bit, about 30 seconds or so. So each upgrade costs a roughly 19,200 Research Bureau points. This is 2 whole lines, by the way, for destroyer, cruiser, or battleship. Submarines and aircraft carriers do not. They have less ships, so you get less points for them. So if you are trying to grind Research Bureau points, just make sure you use a DD, cruiser, or battleship. If you want to know the best line to go down to get the Research Bureau points, it is the Haragumo line is the fastest in the game. If you don't want to do Haragumo, you can do Shima. Both of them are the fastest and the cheapest to do in the game. If you want more information on Research Bureau points or all of the other unique upgrades, I do have a video for that already. You guys can check them out in my informative WoWs playlist. So off of that, let's talk about my top 5 unique upgrades in World of Warships. First, of course, has to be the Colombos. The Colombo's upgrade, as you'll see right here, it makes it where you have a main battery reload boost of 6% and a maximum shell dispersion reduced by 6%. This makes this ship one of the strongest competitive ships in the game. Now, the reason why it is there are 2 things that made this ship from an average ship to a grand ship. So at first, the first thing they did, they gave it a buff. They made these rear guns have insane turret angles. So you could legit be like this and just shoot and just do massive damage with the SOP, massive damage. And then right after that, they decide, oh yes, let's just give it, you know, better accuracy and a faster reload at the same time. So instead of taking reload that does 12%, you get 6% and better accuracy, which made this ship one of the top competitive ships in the game currently. In clan battles, it's just insane how strong this ship is. Right now for clan battles, the Colombo with the legendary is very popular, as well as the main are the 2 top ships currently for clan battles. If you guys see any other ones, let me know what you guys are using for clan battles. Well, those are the top 2 ones that I've seen currently from the top clans. Now, for this particular top 5, I'm going to be very clear. These top 5 are... it make the ship stronger. As in, not stronger, they benefit the most from the unique upgrade, right? It makes them the most. So these are the top 5 that benefit more from the unique upgrade than other ships. So if you see a unique upgrade that isn't on this list, that's why. And if you guys have your opinion of your own top 5 or your own favorite, let me know down in the comments down below. But the first one is the Colombo. Absolutely insane. Must have on this ship. Insanely good. Love it. Next upgrade is going to be the Gouden Leeuws. This thing's upgrade also made this ship incredibly strong, and I'll show you guys why. So if you look right here, the ship to shore radio makes it where you have a 25% quicker airstrike armament reload and 1 extra airstrike flight. So instead of it having only 2, you get 3. And with that build, you can build it down to 51 seconds for the bomb reload, which is absolutely insane. At 2, this thing was already a menace. Now with 3, it is just ridiculous. If you see one of these Gouden Leeuws in a match and you know it has a unique upgrade on it, you better just stay away, because this thing is an absolute menace to society. Drop-in airstrikes everywhere. And the reason why is that at first, normally when you had 2, you had 2 chances to hit the ship, right? And even if you hit the 2, you could have missed 1, and then the second one, they could just DCP or fire, right? Well, now you got 3 chances. And oh yeah, by the way, when you hit those 3, by the time you do 3 of them separate, you then have another one reloaded by then. So imagine you're playing a battleship and you see 1 airstrike, right? It misses, you dodge it. And then there's a second one, it hits you. and then you dodge that one, and then there's a third one, and then it hits you. Oh, and it causes a double fire. And guess what? You have to DCP. And then you DCP, and by the time your DCP is done, you have another airstrike on you. And then now you're perma-fired with 3 or 4 fires. Absolutely insane. I love the Gouden Leeuw's unique upgrade. Is probably my favorite, my most biased upgrade. I love playing this ship. So much fun. I love it. It is definitely my favorite. If it's your favorite, let me know down in the comments, but this was my personal favorite unique upgrade. So moving on from that one, let's talk about the Moskvas. The Moskva is one of the top competitive cruisers in the game currently for clan battles, for tourneys, all around one of the best. And that unique upgrade is what makes this ship so great. It makes it where you have increased range. So you can either choose reload, range, but this thing does both. Oh, sorry, it doesn't do both. It doesn't do reload. It only does the range. It makes it where you have an 8% longer range, a 7% more accurate shots because the 7% decrease dispersion, but it does make it where you have a 20% slower turret traverse, unfortunately. But look at the shell speed on this thing. It's 985 meters per second. This thing is legit a laser pointer. Wherever the shells are going is where it's gonna go. This thing is incredibly accurate, very strong HE, great AP, an amazingly strong competitive ship. And that unique upgrade just adds bountifuls to this ship. It makes it extremely strong in the competitive scene. If you know how to aim, you're going to do incredibly well on this ship. Very easy to play. Unique upgrade changed this whole ship overall for the competitive scene. Amazing. Definitely one of my top 5 unique upgrades. Next one is going to be the Des Moines Legendary mod. The Des Moines Legendary mod is the enhanced propulsion plant. It makes it where it decreases the rudder shift by 20%. And makes it where you reach the top speed quicker by 50%. So you stack this with the propulsion modification and you legit go 0 to 30. What's the top speed on this thing? 34 knots. You go 0 to 34 knots in legit about 5-6 seconds. It just goes to max speed extremely fast. This makes this ship this upgrade makes this ship an extremely strong island sitting ship, where if someone tries to snipe you, you can literally go from stop to like full speed to dodge a salvo extremely quick. Now, if you are reversing into stop, of course, it doesn't decrease the like reverse to stop. It only goes from like, of course, you stopping and going forward or stopping and reversing. Now, stopping or slowing down, it doesn't make that quicker. It only makes the acceleration quicker. So you can reverse quicker to the top speed of that, and then you can accelerate quicker to top speed going forward. So just putting that into reference so you guys know what I'm talking about. But that unique upgrade makes this ship an extremely strong island ship. So imagine that you're sitting on an island and you have a potential to go around the island and hit a destroyer. You can quickly maneuver before they have time to react, because a lot of people don't expect how quick the Des Moines is with that acceleration with the unique upgrade. It is such an incredibly fun ship to play island wise. So much fun. That's why normally I will always suggest people play the Des Moines with the island, because one, you have the 10-kilometer radar, and then you have the 5-kilometer hydro. Very strong combo. In the Salem, you play more open water with range because you have the super heal, and with that 8.5-kilometer radar on the Salem, it's a lot harder to play at islands. It's better to play more open water with the Salem. That's how I personally do it, but I know everyone has their own taste for how to play the Salem, but that's how I normally do it. Because I know that Salem can also be a great island sitting ship as well, because if you are fighting a 1v1 cruiser versus cruiser, Salem will win about 100% of the time, unless you're fighting a cruiser player that knows to aim for the guns. Because the weak spot on the Des Moines in a cruiser versus cruiser fight is the guns. As you can take a look right here, the armor for the guns is not that big, and they're also it's not that thick, and it's also it's not very angled, so you can take out those guns very easily. And yeah, if you can't shoot, then you're kind of worthless. And that's kind of what happens. So, yeah. So that is my next top ship for unique upgrades. The final two, technically it's two. It's between the Grozovoi and the Elbing. It was really hard for me to pick between the two. The Elbing I'm really biased for because of the fact that its unique upgrade makes it from kind of a cruiser destroyer to more of like an actual gunboat destroyer. It makes it where its turret traverse is 100% quicker. You have a 6% faster reload and a 12% maximum speed while using the engine boost. So it makes the ship more maneuverable. Speed-wise, it makes the turret traverse way quicker, so it's 7.5 seconds. So you can actually fight destroyers way easier with this upgrade, and you also have a slightly quicker reload of 6.7 seconds. So let me just take this off real quick, and you guys can kind of see real quick. So dismount. As you can see, 6.2 and it's 17-second turret traverse, and then I put it back on. And the turret traverse goes down to 7.5, so very quick. Now again, reload is 12, and this is only 6. So you do lose a little bit of reload, but that's perfectly fine for the fact it turns this ship from more of a cruiser destroyer or doing long range shooting to actually being able to help out fighting other destroyers, which I absolutely love. And the unique upgrade for the Grozovoi does a very similar thing. It makes this ship more of, like, originally from more of a jack-of-all-trade destroyer to more of an actual gunboat destroyer. It makes the reload 18% quicker. It does slow the main battery turret traverse a little bit, which doesn't hurt it too much because of the 9.4 second reload. Sorry, not reload, turret traverse. So 9.4 seconds isn't that bad. And then you have a 20% longer reload on the torpedoes. So it takes away from the torpedoes and it adds more into the guns. So if you want to be more of a gunboat Grozovoi, then this is definitely the upgrade for you. And if you want to be more of like an actual fighting destroyer Elbing, then unique upgrades for you for that one. So into the top 5, it's kind of the top 6. I put the Elbing and the Grozovoi together because it just kind of feels better that way, having them two there. Now, I know that I did not mention the legendary gearing, and I know you guys aren't going to be happy about that, but this is like my own top 5. And of course, top 5 legendary gearing is definitely one of the best unique upgrades in the game. For improving that concealment, just makes it amazing. You also have the competitive legendary Haragumo with smoke, which makes it where it's an amazing smoke ship for competitive, so very strong in that regard. But to me, the Colombo, Gouden Leeuw, Moskva, and the Des Moines are just some of the top, just best overall unique upgrades to get in the game. So useful, so much fun. It really changes your experience with the ship overall. And again, the cost of these unique upgrades are 19,200, which is 2 ship resets. So if you take a look right here, I'll just show you guys real quick. So if you go in here, you reset one line, and this is not with the double times. When you click this, it will give, well, you have to earn, you earn 10,200 when you go through the line, you research the ship, and then you play it. A lot of people, what they do is they do a little trick, and I'll just show you guys the trick real quick. So what you do is you reset it like this. You reset and you lose all your credit. You gain back the credits from the ships. And what people do is they have a lot of free XP like me. What you do is you go here, you research. So that was researching the whole line. And as you can see, now I have an emblem for the points. Now the points are here. And what do people do that have a lot of points like me? What do we do again? We don't buy the ships. We reset it again. And when you reset it again, you then research it again. You just research it again. And then as you can see, it now has double the points from before. As you see, it says ×2. And this is what people do. They'll keep stacking it and stacking it and stacking it and stacking it. And this is how people earn a lot of points. So This is kind of the best way to do it when you're at the top end level of doing Research Bureau. But if you, of course, I don't expect everyone to be able to do this. It's only for like the top players of the game. If this is just like legit the best line to go through. So if you're trying to grind unique upgrades and you're new, like middle player of the game, then do the Haragumo line. It is the quickest. If you want more of a torpedo boat, then do the Shima instead. So up to you. You can do the Haragumo or you can do the Shima. I personally do the Haragumo since it is cheaper on the XP side. That is the reason why I do it. But everyone has their own preferences in that regard. So I just wanted to show you guys that real quick. Now, if you guys have any questions or concerns on the ship selections I did for this top 5 unique upgrades, definitely let me know. And I appreciate you all watching. It was a pleasure to be able to help you all and give you guys this information. If you guys have any suggestions of your own, I would definitely appreciate those as well. This is OverlordBou, and I will talk to you all later. See you guys in the next video.